Good day, Sophian community.
Today is Wednesday, January 27, 2021, and I'm Samantha Rose Lique.
And I'm Judil Bautista, serving you the latest news about Sophia School.
This is
News Change.
For today's news,
Araw Filipiniana became a remarkable one with the presence of a special guest.
Sophia School added special classes to their curriculum.
Pax Voviscum, the theme for the annual celebration of Children of the World.
Sophia School started a donation drive to help the communities affected by Typhoon Ulysses.
A certificate of recognition was given to Sophia School for a successful implementation of classes amidst the pandemic. 2020 is an unfortunate year for all of us, starting from the eruption of the Taal volcano to the most impactful phenomenon during 2020, which is novel coronavirus, commonly known as COVID-19. This global pandemic has drastically changed our lives. At first, we were struggling to cope and survive, but as humans, it's our responsibility to adjust to our situation. Life must go on, and one of the things that must continue with or without the pandemic is education. As we all know, Sophia School was one of the very first schools to very quickly adopt and adjust to the current situation. The school was efficient in preparing for their first ever e-learning setup. They adopted an approach called the hybrid learning approach. It is an opportunity that combines online education materials and opportunity of interaction online with traditional classroom methods.
The annual celebration of Sophia School Araw Filipiniana took place last September 5, 2020. Let's hear more from Maurice.
Araw Filipiniana is a yearly celebration of Sophia School that is usually held at the Event Center in SM Marilao. Last September 5, 2020, Sophia School celebrated its first virtual Araw Filipiniana in response to the pandemic. The theme for this year's event is entitled Quo Vadis Filipinas, which is a Latin term for Saan na tayo patungo? Sophia School live-streamed this event via Facebook, where they presented the three islands of the Philippines by featuring their famous landmarks as well as their culture. Pulong Kabyawan Agricultural Farm was shown to symbolize Luzon, Ginomis for Visayas, which is a cuisine prepared by Chef Lorenzo Chino Abacan, and the different ways of wearing the malong for Mindanao. The school also invited Mr. Noel Cabangon to give an inspirational message and to serenade us with a song. According to him, this pandemic has enabled us to truly see the strength and weaknesses of people. This can be seen by how we handled each challenge thrown our way, as well as how quickly we are able to adapt or withstand the situation. This is Montemaris Capiral Timbang reporting.
The Araw Filipiniana was truly an insightful event for Sophians. Next up, students from Sophia School were invited to attend a lay forum entitled Ice Cream, hosted by their pediatrics doctor from UST, as they give the proper use of social media. Here we have Eliza Damaso for more details. Eliza?
Thank you, Sam. It goes without saying that this pandemic has caused major changes to the lives of people around the world. Due to the spreading virus, also known as COVID-19, even schools are forbidden to have physical classes.
Online classes became the new normal for students and teachers. The virtual world is more active than the usual times, welcoming new netizens that are mostly adolescents. Social media granted everyone's freedom to express themselves. However, this freedom is often abused, causing poor behavior on the internet. That is why, last September 19, 2020, Sophia School was invited to be a part of a lay forum on gadget use and social media etiquette by the Department of Pediatrics Adolescent Transition Clinic via virtual Zoom meeting. The Sophian students were able to gain tips on how to properly behave on social media. Lessons like these are essential in creating a healthier virtual environment for everyone.
That's good news, Eliza. Now, As the shutdown of ABS-CBN became a controversial issue, Sophia School was invited to attend the forum of Mrs. Karen Davila concerning media and politics. Let's hear it from Miguel.
In a world full of seekers of fabricated news, journalists became seekers of truth. The ABS-CBN shutdown became a controversial matter to everyone in the Philippines.
The said media company has been serving thousands of Filipinos for years, as it was a big part of the nation's media but presently was subjected to closure, leaving a huge impact on journalism in the digital age. On October 16, 2020, Sophia School was invited to Karen Davila's forum regarding the media and politics after the ABS-CBN shutdown that was hosted by SOCSC 1801 A&B of Ateneo de Manila University in partnership with Sangguniang at Loyola Schools. The life of a journalist in the Philippines was highlighted. In turn, aspiring journalists of Sophia School were inspired and well educated. The future surely needs more brave and unbiased journalists who only support facts.
Salomon, reporting live from Pandayan, back to you, studio.
Thank you, Miguel. Moving on. Members of NU Pep Squad were invited by Coach Neil Banaag to share their insights and experiences with cheer dancing to prepare the grade 12 students for their first ever virtual cheer dance performance.
The well-known coach of Sophia School, also known as Neil Alcaraz Banaag, invited well-known guests from his NU Pep Squad team to help students from grade 12 as they prepare for their first ever online cheer dance performance. First on the list is Mr. Menard Bulat Agdayday, who shared his thoughts and experiences on being a member of the NU Pep Squad. Ms. Mary Ann Caleja also helped the students to properly execute their movements by demonstrating the basic hand movements and proper positioning. In addition to that, Mr. Ray Nicholas Ruiz also shared his experiences and provided tips and tricks on how movements are properly done in cheer dancing. Coach Neil also invited Mr. Efren Lester Reyes, aka DJ Lester, who shared his knowledge and experience in creating the best cheer dance music. It is truly an honor to have heard the insights of these wonderful and talented guests. But will this be enough to help the grade 12 students succeed and survive their first ever online cheer dance performance? Or will this turn into one of their worst nightmares? Let us wait for more updates as they now prepare and practice for their upcoming cheer dance performance. This is Danielle Aquino reporting for News Change.
In other news, as an opportunity for Sophians to explore and learn new languages, Sophia School added special language classes like French, Korean, German, and sign languages to their curriculum. Here is Kai Sevilla to give us more details.
Thank you, Judiel. This year, in partnership with Hand in Heart, Multilingual, and Kaiser Language Project INS, Sophia School implemented the addition of special language classes to the curriculum.
They were able to offer German, Korean, Japanese, Mandarin, French, and sign language classes from preschool up to senior high school. These classes enable Sophian students to explore and to learn different languages. These classes will play a significant role in producing a competent and global Sophians in the making. The instructors for the sign language class were Teacher Jen Jokno and Teacher Irisgo from the Hand in Heart organization. Hand in Heart is a social enterprise that advocates for the inclusions of PWDs. They organize enhancement trainings and disability awareness campaigns. Furthermore, the instructors for other special classes includes Teacher Gay Mellon, Teacher Thomas Butcher, Teacher Yuni, Teacher Ray, and Teacher Alex. These teachers come from Multilingual and Kaiser Language Project INS, which is both an organization that provides effective language training programs for a diverse range of individuals. The special classes wrap up in December. The students learning from these special classes were utilized in their performance for the Children of the World celebration.
I cannot wait to hear our Sophians speaking another language. Thank you, Kai. Moving on, with special performances and guests from different countries, Sophia School was able to be successful to execute their first virtual Children of the World celebration. Let's hear it from Denise.
Thank you, Sam. Sophia School held the annual celebration of Children of the World through Facebook Live on November 9, 2020. The theme for this school year celebration was entitled Pax vobiscum, which is a Latin phrase for peace be with you. The highlights of the show include the introduction of Miss Frances Gabriel Lucero, which was given the title of Princess of Peace for this school year, followed by the presentation of Sophians wearing the national costumes of their chosen countries, a speech from students coming from different countries such as Mexico, Nepal, and Georgia, along with a display of astonishing talents of the grade school and high school students. The performances were well received as they were able to apply their learnings from their respective special classes. This is Denise Samotina reporting.
Thank you, Denise. Now, for our safety news. Since we are at risk of earthquakes and fire hazards, members from the Provincial Disaster and Risk Management Office hosted a seminar for Sophian students and faculty members to share their knowledge on disasters prevention and mitigation.
Sophia School, just like parents, they value the safety and well-being of their students as well as their faculty members. This is why the school conducted a virtual earthquake and fire safety orientation for Sophian students, parents, and teachers. Last January 8, 2021, it was headed by Mr. Danfil Alipio, Mr. Donald Maniego, and Ms. Ayesha Abiol from the Provincial Disaster and Risk Management Office. They were invited to share their knowledge regarding disaster prevention and mitigation to grade school, high school, and senior high school students of Sophia School. They also taught the proper mindset that one should have along with some of the important safety protocols to follow once a disaster occurs. Furthermore, they emphasized the importance and benefits that come with preparing their go bags in their respective homes. This is Erin De La Cruz reporting.
It is truly important to be prepared in times of crisis. But what's more fascinating about us Filipinos is our resiliency. As Typhoon Ulysses left disastrous damage to the lives of many Filipinos, Sophia School started donation drives to raise funds for the victims of the typhoon. Let us hear more from Sam.
It's safe to say that 2020 was one of the most tested years due to the unexpected events that took place. In the midst of everything, the so-called bayanihan became prominent among Filipinos. Sophia School took part in this by starting donation drives and raising funds. They encouraged the Sophian community to donate for the victims of Typhoon Ulysses, along with the Dumagat families, to help them get through this strategy. This has been Samantha Jasiel reporting for News Change.
Thank you, Sam Magbitang. Sophia School, along with some of their faculty members, went to Doña Remedios Trinidad to carry out their annual outreach program. Ryan Figueroa has this report. Ryan?
Reporting about the matter, Sophia School has always been known to conduct outreaches regularly. This time around, they went to Doña Remedios Trinidad in Bulacan to spend a day with the Dumagat children for a storytelling session. The school was able to share the donations coming from the Sophian community. Apparently, the school has been going to Doña Trinidad for 7 years now. The school has and always has been determined to share its blessings no matter the circumstances. We can be sure that this would not be the last time, and we should look forward to more outreach programs. Back to you, Sam.
It warms my heart to know that schools like Sophia still participates in these kinds of programs.
You are here for our Chika Minute updates where chicas are always present. In a well-known Philippine TV show, It Bulaga, Mrs. Cristal Cortez was one of the contestants in the TV show segment Bawal Ang Judgmental, which aired on December 15, 2020. Mrs. Cristal Cortez has 2 daughters that are currently enrolled in Sophia School. According to Mrs. Cristal Cortez, she is extremely proud of the school's efforts and even spoke about the effectiveness and the positive experiences that her children had with the school's approach, which is known as the hybrid learning approach. That's it for our Chikahan. Back to you, Sam.
Thank you, Chelsea. The effort of Sophia School has been putting in to provide their students with excellent work is truly indescribable. That is why they have given a certificate of recognition by DepEd in line with their outstanding effort amidst the pandemic. Let's hear it more from Jetro Ataya. Jetro.
Sophia School was awarded a certificate of recognition by DepEd in the city of Mekawayan, Bulacan. The award was given on November 24, 2020 via Facebook live stream. This certificate represented the successful implementation of various projects, programs, and activities in classes amidst the pandemic. Sophia School is truly deserving of this award as they were able to adapt efficiently and provide invaluable support despite unfortunate circumstances. Indeed, the school served as a beacon of the change as they will continue to provide learning beyond the four walls of the classroom. This is Jetro Tayag reporting for News Change.
We have finally reached the end of our program. This has been Judia Bautista
and Samantha Rose Lique,
leading the way for News Change.
We will see you again next